Hello, everyone. This is Rabbi Ari Sachs of Congregation Beth Mordechai in Perth Amboy, New Jersey, coming to you with today's count of the Omer. Today is day number 15, which corresponds to a new week of the Omer, meaning that this is a new week within the Kabbalistic structure. It is the week of Tiferet, known as harmony or balance. It's that place in which you take the different parts of who you are and who you want to be, and you put them all together into this beautiful creation which harmonizes the different aspects of who it is that you consider yourself to be and what you want to see in this world. So it really is about kind of putting all the pieces together into a framework that really works for you. So within that, we're going to be focusing a lot on that idea of harmony and of balance in this week's teachings. So we're going to begin with this week's teachings, which is known at today's teaching, which is known as Hesed, or loving kindness, within Tiferet, within harmony. And we're going to turn to Rabbi Min Kantrowitz's book on some Kabbalistic teachings on the Omer. We know that each individual is part of a large, harmonious system that has been unfolding for millions of years. We honor our ancestors' struggles to harmonize contradictions, to find calm in paradox, and we are grateful to them for capturing some of that struggle in writing. The Talmud, for example, is full of legal discussions, chronicling attempts to resolve opposing opinions about the proper interpretation of Jewish law. It also contains hundreds of stories and anecdotes, examples of the attempts of our ancestors to choose honorable ways to live their lives. Study of sacred texts and wisdom literature is at the heart of the Jewish spiritual path. And one thing I want to raise from what Rabbi Kantrowitz is saying is that in understanding how our text, whether it be the Talmud or Midrash or any kind of Aggadic literature, any kind of halachic literature, that what they are meant to do is to help us understand what the text of Judaism, meaning the Torah, is trying to teach us, what all the different interpretations through the years, how they are meant to teach us something today, so that you have interpretations of text on text on text, interpretations through the generations, each trying to build upon each other and trying to bring together the different parts into a place that you can see yourself as being in line with all of the tradition as a whole, saying, I don't want to leave anything out, I want to include all in my own life, and that through the study of sacred texts that we access that struggle to harmonize the different influences that have been a part of Jewish scholarship and Jewish life throughout the ages. But I want to add something else more personally, that I find that the study of Jewish texts actually balances my own life simply in just the opening up of a book or of a web page that has text, and to actually sit down and learn, I get this feeling that my life is balanced. That when I don't have an opportunity to study, I find myself missing something. Now maybe it's because that the texts often give me something to think about, and that's something that really makes me feel as if that day working as a rabbi is going to be based on some sort of teaching that I gleaned from my tradition, and so I feel that connection to the generations. Maybe it's that getting into text is really able to help me understand what it is I want to teach and preach about. Maybe it's some one of those things, but I think more than anything, it's simply the act of engaging with my tradition that makes me feel whole. That makes me feel that all the other work that I do, all the other time that I spend that day is really worth it, because I've been able to bring a tradition that I believe is at the core of who I am into my daily life at that moment. And so actually what I'm going to be doing from here is I'm actually going to be opening up a piece of text and sharing that in my journal with the rest of my community. And so to hopefully really actualize that sense of bringing harmony into my life, through the study of Jewish and sacred text. And with that, we're going to now count this day of the Omer, this day of accessing that sense of loving kindness, that sense that we really get this incredible, deep, powerful, loving joy out of finding that harmony, whether that's through doing something that we love, or in this case, through studying Jewish text. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat ha'omer. We praise you, Adonai, our God, Master of time and space, whose commandments add holiness to our lives, who commanded us to count the Omer. Hayom Chamisha Asar Yom Shehem Shnei Shavuot V'Yom Echad LaOmer. Today is day number 15 of the Omer. And with that, we'll see you again tomorrow for tomorrow's count. Take care and all the best. Bye-bye.